top notification for you guys. Premium trade gold has already hit our second room. The link on my profile or my video descriptions, because on there I've been sharing my ideas, the premium trade certainly, and that prices are also moving much better also on the silver market side for tonight too. So if you guys have been watching the market, well guys, alright, so later on I'll be giving you guys a little bit of an overview what has been happening across different markets as usual, and what are the most recent updates happening as well. And just a friendly reminder to you guys that Bitcoin prices has already been hitting all-time high prices. Certainly, you guys don't want to miss out the opportunities existed on that market testing and been buying back since 108,000 price area, guys. All right. So if you guys don't want to miss out, don't forget to make some buys on Bitcoin, because I'm seeing good chances that Bitcoin could continue to go higher and break another record prices for this month, guys. All right. Okay, so let us see what has been happening on this gold chart. Moving much better on the gold market, actually, other than the silver market too. And I think from there, Okay, so I believe nothing much has changed on this market. Analysis that we have been seeing that gold has been rising back after hitting the lows and prices has continuously higher without having a lot of problem, I would say. And through that itself, I'm actually pretty confident to say that the gold market movement could continue to go higher from here. And why I am saying that? Because first of all, we started to see that there has been some updating to re-escalate on the market there. All right. So I think that could be a very keyword on the market. And through that alone has actually helped to maintain gold prices back inside 3,330 above since yesterday's prices. So yesterday, yes, prices do drop pretty quick towards 3,310, but it immediately recovered back some of its earlier losses on the gold market. Many often returned towards the lowest part of this uptrend channel, which has allowed us to make some good trades on the market today, guys. All right, so I think that is one of the good things happening on the market. But again, if you guys asking me, is there a possibility that prices couldn't break higher 3,350? As usual, guys, I'm a trend follower. I'm not a predictor. I'm not going to bet, oh, all right, I'm sure that prices could be going higher. But so far, the indications that has been showing through the charts, through the price action, has been likelihood there are chances to do so. So again, today we don't have any major news on the market anymore left, other than the Canadian employment change. But other than that, most of the news from the inflations in the euro area has actually came out on the market and has actually been showing that inflation was actually elevated compared to the previous month, compared to the forecast. And it seems that UK economy is also weakening. So I think that itself should be the most of the events other than the Canadian side, which should be impacting the Canadian dollar rather than the overall gold market sentiment. And I think most of the market sentiments that will be happening on the tariff side, as you guys know. So we'll see how that update goes. Most of the tariff deals has already been sent out to lots of countries. But again, as if you guys have been following our trades on our premium trade, I'm sure that this could be the time for you guys to make most of your profits and take most of your profits. And why I am saying that? Because the tendency for gold market has been ranging for this stay as well 3,350 could be a little bit of a doubt. First, we have started to hit the upper channel of today's trend, which is right around 3,350, 3,348, around those prices. That's one thing to consider. Second, I'll be expecting if prices should be continue to go higher, it's either through two ways. First, we are going to see a healthy pullback before prices continues to go higher, which would be some sentiments that could really help to push up gold prices. For instance, probably we could start seeing breaking news on the tariff side, or probably we could start actually seeing that the US dollar index continuously weakening. But if those criteria didn't match, I'm not really seeing the expectations to go higher immediately and sustain its price above 3,350. So if prices starts to hit 3,355, 3,353, bonus for my perspective based on the current movements, and I'm expecting once prices hits those prices, it will be slowing down for a moment, or it will be having a pullback before prices are hours on the market. So that's my view for tonight. Yes, certainly I'm bullish, but the bullishness is a little bit limited, as you guys could see. That you gotta be cautious, and again, the chart pattern here is still existing. So again, there is also quite an important resistance area right around 3,357, 55, around those price. And remember that to this week's market movement has been relatively ranging. So gotta be careful, guys. All right. So you guys could be bullish for today. Yes, that's true. But again, remember that most of the market movement has happened because on the short term, it's expecting to see a little bit of pullback before prices continue to go higher. It's time frame charts as well. So with this kind of market movement, I will be expecting that the same thing is likely to happen also on the top of the long-term trend channel's upper bound. So I'll be expecting that prices should be slowing down first before prices continues to go higher. That the price movement should start to go higher once we get many confirmations on the market, which I don't really see happen yet as of now. And remember, guys, President of the United States, and so far we have been receiving coming out from Canada. So maybe that is the sentiment that we are waiting for since then. And I believe that could be actually moving the market more. So we'll try to wait out and see. But I believe once the momentum is there, prices should act significantly on the market. Trust me. Because when I say that, I'm seeing the chances for that to happen is pretty huge on the market, guys. All right. So again, the bullishness is still there, but it will be much more limited as prices has continuously going higher on both gold and. So I'll see how that goes. And again, I am seeing good chances that prices could continue to go higher from here. All right. So we'll see how that goes. Personally, I'm still expecting the ranging market movement that we have been seeing over the past month and also this week itself, guys. All right. But again, be careful. I'll be expecting pullback based on the current swing on the higher side. All right. So if you guys are enjoying our live streaming sessions, and certainly if you guys wanted to trade together with us on our premium side, you guys are always welcome to click the link on my profile and chat me up so you guys could get access towards it. And again, I think I will be updating you guys on the market movement later on tonight on my VIP live sessions. So on the so if you guys don't want to miss out on those updates later on tonight, don't forget to follow us on my VIP live sessions and you guys could chat me through the lobby sharing more ideas about what is actually really happening behind the scenes and what could be the possible scenario happening on the market on different trading assets. Okay, so we'll be watching closely, and if prices do start slow down, it will be happening on both gold and silver market movement, guys. All right, so let me check a little bit of what is happening on the silver market and give you guys a little bit of analysis. Pretty clear, pretty obvious, I would say. Most of you guys could actually analyze it on your own. That prices as today, I will be expecting that there will be a pullback. First, due to several reasons. First, we have been seeing that prices has been going higher over the past 4 hours and hasn't been slowing down. So right now, a slowdown on the market is pretty common. Second, we also hit the upper channel of the long-term market movement, which if you guys are watching through the daily charts, you guys could actually see it really clear. I've been drawing this, oops, I've been drawing this uptrend channel since months ago, guys. I haven't changed, guys. And certainly, I think the biggest sentiments maybe could be coming up from tariff later on tonight. But again, if we are watching through the shorter time frame, it seems that prices has been going up even at a much steeper angle. And again, prices hasn't been correcting down, so I'll be expecting a pullback first as room to go higher. A silver market movement will be much more explosive, especially if prices could accelerate, go higher than the uptrend channel and going through another accelerating to see that after such an incredible rise for tonight, we should be able to see a little bit of a pullback before prices could continue to go higher on the market. So again, my view is still pretty the same, bullish, but I would say it will be a little bit limited, similar with what we have been seeing on the gold market too. Silver, if prices continues to go higher, you guys have to be cautious on the market too. Okay, so it seems after the pullback, prices have started to build up the chances to go higher, and I think this is a much better scenario that we are waiting for, and certainly it has happened. So we'll try to see out how that goes. Okay, so everything has been going really on track, but again, I think it will be a little bit harder for us to what we actually expect on the US dollar index. So based on the currency strength charts, you guys could actually see that the US dollar index has been relatively stable, even though prices has been a little bit weakened over the past 1 to 2 hours, I believe. But other than that, we haven't been really seeing a lot of changes. And one of the main reasons from what we at the Japanese yen is still the weakest, but I'll be getting into what kind of trading pair is good, what kind of trading pair is bad. So if you guys want to know what on the US dollar index for tonight. So you guys can actually see that the Euro US dollar index today has been relatively quite elevated, but hasn't been moving a lot. So that's why we could also see that the US dollar index with the gold and silver correlation didn't really work too much, but I think it's still worth a look as usual because there could be something and there could be indicating something coming up from the market itself. So based on that itself, I think the US dollar index started to weaken, and that's why we started to see that what could be the potential for prices on gold to continue to go higher, or whether prices on gold could be suffering. So let us take a look on what really happened on the US dollar index chart right now. So based on the US dollar index charts, it's pretty simple that we have actually been seeing that the US dollar index over the past 2 weeks, I believe, has been going higher after touching the 3-year low on the US dollar index and has actually built up on this minor actually building up chances hit the resistance at around the highs at $97.70 where it previously has been unable to break out higher. But again, even though the pace isn't as much as the downwards, but certainly this is something notable that you guys should have been noticing on the market because longer I would say on the market. And based on this kind of market movement, we have been seeing that actually the US dollar index has been going stronger. But one of the key things that you guys need to pay attention is how strong the movement is. Because if you guys are watching closely on the market, you guys can actually see that the market movement has been relatively slow in the sense. And a majority part of the downtrend will be consistent with some ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. And certainly when we are trying to assess this downtrend, we'll be expecting to see that the uptrend will be slightly slower and the kind of market that we are expecting should be coming up from this downtrend channel on the long run. And again, with this kind of market movement, I've been seeing the chances that we will be seeing that the US dollar index will be testing the lows. And first of all, most of the tariff has actually been out. So on the indications that we are seeing on the market, it seems likely that we'll be seeing it much later on the market as usual. That's always been the case. And there are chances that the US dollar index will continue to go weaker after a dozens of trade letters has been sent. US dollar index has been going stronger, and right now we are right at the end of the week. We could probably start seeing that the US dollar index will be weakening. So I think that could be the possible scenario happening on the market with how things has been evolving, and good chances that with the weaknesses starting to reappear daily charts, so that you guys can actually see what is the market movement on the US dollar index. So the long-term market movement hasn't shifted at all, guys. We have been seeing that the US dollar index keeps on weakening, even though we don't really see that prices continues to break down another new low or so, and the chances for that to happen is really small and it's almost non-existent. But again, we'll always be careful, try to analyze how things are going. But based on what we have been seeing so far, it's very much likely not going to happen on the market. Okay. But again, if you guys are bullish on the market, you guys need to be careful because I don't really see any reason to be bullish. Long-term trend has been dictating our bias and it should be heading lower on the market. All right. So hope that helps you, give you guys a little bit short run. It's been very clear as well. So let us see what has been happening back on the gold. So I think despite the current weaknesses appearing on the charts, we haven't been able to see the momentum. And with, I think, the last updates that could be coming up, because EU is actually one of the biggest trading partners, and certainly those updates could be really affecting the market in certain ways. Maybe in a shocking way, we could be actually seeing a little bit of a volatility. Prices goes up really quick, and then prices goes down really quick, or prices goes down really quick and recovered really quick as well. So there are two possibilities on that kind of market. And on the technical analysis side, and for me right now, I'm expecting for me to see a bit of healthy pullback, maybe returning towards 3,337 for gold. For silver, it has already been returning there, but again, you guys know that silver market movement has usually been really seen on the silver market, especially after. Okay, so that's why I think we will be seeing market will be slowing down. But if you guys are scalper, maybe you guys could consider to do some short trades. But if you guys are not scalper, right, so remember about that, as the trend is quite strong, potential downside will be much limited too. Okay, so if you guys are getting some, you guys are welcome to give us your support by giving us a thumbs up and likes. And certainly, if we can live together, always welcome you guys to request for it. And again, if you guys wanted to make some good trades with us, you guys are welcome to join our premium trades. And you guys could get all of this for free. And I'll get you guys know how you guys could get it. All you guys need to do, click the link on my profile, the video descriptions, and you guys could be getting trading plan like this on your hands and make some good profitable trade together with us, guys. All right. So we'll be watching how the market works because, like I've told you guys, we have been seeing that the US dollar index has been that place. Let me switch towards shorter time frame. Maybe we could actually start to see how the changes works much faster. All right, so far prices has actually been moving higher, and again, the trend today has been pretty clear, but the upside will be much more limited, and that's probably the only reason to be a bit careful. But consider. Okay, so prices is likely to try to break out higher. Pay attention, guys, if you guys are waiting for the confirmation as I do, guys. All right. But again, nothing yet. I'll be updating you guys as we go on to the live streaming sessions for today, guys. Alright, nothing much yet. We are waiting, and later on I'll be discussing what could be a good trading conditions on the currency pairs and what could be the best trading options on the currency pair for today, guys. Alright. Okay, so prices are still relatively stagnant. So if you guys are curious what you guys could make some good together with us with on our premium trades, you guys are welcome to click the link on my profile, the video descriptions. We have premium trades waiting for you guys there, and you guys could get all of it for complimentary, guys. So you guys could head out to my video descriptions and my profile to click on the link, chat me that you guys wanted to get access on my premium trades. So yes, prices are still slowing back lower, nothing much of a change. And again, I think it's going to take some time before we actually start to see something appearing on the market again, guys. All right. Again, pull back. First, 3340. As I've been expecting to see a pullback will be much healthier for the gold market movement and for the silver market movement too. But silver has actually been correcting. Maybe we'll be getting a long way towards $37.34 as well. So I'll be paying close attention to see how the prices are moving at those prices. Okay, so far prices have still been relatively stagnant. Again, pullback, it's going to take some time. Same thing also for the silver side. Prices isn't showing us that explosive correction. I think that's a good thing happening on the market. But let us try to switch our view on the currency side first, guys, because I think could be some opportunities appearing on the market from that side of the market too. All right, so let us see what is actually going on there. So it's been very clear that tonight we are seeing a little bit of a change appearing on the market where we started to see that the Swiss franc itself has actually been moving relatively stronger, but it has started to weaken a little bit together alongside with the US dollar index, as you guys could actually see on your own this Swiss franc and the US dollar index here. But again, I think the most notable pair is still coming up from Australian dollar. It has been quite strong over this week, especially with what the RBA has been deciding to do. And also, we started to see that euro has been relatively stable. But again, there's one notable thing that we need to say for today on the currency side of the market that we haven't been able to see. Market movement has been going up really strong, going down really low. And most of the market movement has been relatively similar or really a little bit mixed on the market. And so you guys could see that the changes hasn't been much. And you guys could see that the clear distinction of the strongest and the weakest pair couldn't really appear much clearer. But today we have been seeing that the strongest pair is still coming up from the Swiss franc, despite it has been a little bit weakened, and the weakest pair coming up from the Japanese yen. So I think from there alone, we could actually see there are some options that you guys could choose to trade. For instance, US dollar Japanese yen for short term, Swiss franc Japanese yen for short term, as well as we started to see some notable momentum appearing on Australian dollar, Japanese yen, and NZ and Euro Japanese yen. But for the rest of the currency, I think you got to be a little bit careful. Maybe the weaknesses appearing on the GBP, you guys could consider to trade GBP USD for shorts. So without further ado, let me just get into it so you guys could get a little bit of an idea what is actually reflecting on the charts rather than on the currency strength charts, which couldn't really show much sometimes. So today's strongest pair is CHO Japanese yen. So if you're opening CHO Japanese yen, we should be able to see prices should be going higher. But instead, we started to see that the weaknesses starts to reappear on the Swiss franc has actually slowed down the momentum. And there's nothing much for now. But again, prices has already been breaking all-time high at the Swiss franc Japanese yen. So I'll be waiting for confirmations once prices goes back higher on the market. And it's also the same thing for the US dollar Japanese yen. Prices has been going higher. The momentum is starting to appear here and a possible double bottom on the very short term trades. So you guys could actually try to watch out and see how this plays out. Personally, I think this still could be a very good trade, especially with the US dollar index gain some of a strength recently, just 15 minutes ago on the market. And again, GBP USD could be one of the choice as the US dollar index momentum returned and pound sterling continues to weaken. This could be a very good trade to consider on the market with you guys as well. All right, so definitely these are the trades that you guys could keep in mind as prices continues to weaken on the pound sterling for tonight, guys. All right, and maybe NZD USD could be one of the trades too, with the US dollar index regaining some of its power. But again, in terms of momentum, the best trades right now could be appearing from the GBP USD trades right now, guys. All right, because so far this is what has been happening. The weaknesses are still there. Prices has already been breaking yesterday's low too. So I think there could be big momentum appearing on this market too. Definitely could consider that as well as the USD Japanese yen market too. All right. Okay, so let me get back towards the gold chart. Try to see if there's any changes, notable changes, or prices are just relatively stagnant around this price. So far, yes, it is still the same, not much of a change. We are going to need and wait more time for us to actually start to see some actions happening on the market, guys. All right. It's the same thing for silver too. So more of a waiting game, guys, right now on this kind of chart. Okay. If there's nothing much of a change, we'll be trying to take a closer look on what is happening on the oil market, as most of the commodities today, like gold and silver, at the current price, at the current time, has been quite slow. Maybe there are some interesting movement happening on the other pairs. Let's try to take a closer look and see what is worth to take a look on the market at this hours, guys. But we'll wait out, try to see whether there's a possibility that prices could actually start to trend higher, because so far we started to see that prices has already been touching the lows 3343, and let us try to see if there is any news right now. Nothing yet for now, so nothing much of a news side for today at our live streaming sessions. And prices has been relatively slow at this current price, so no big momentum for now. But again, I think the silver market front has actually been building up a very good support after that healthy pullback. And I think this could be a very good chances on the silver market for you guys. All right, to consider that, as the consolidation here is actually much better compared to gold. But again, gold has actually started to show some positive signs as well. So both of them are actually pretty good. But in terms of risk, gold wise could be much lower, but in terms of explosive returns could be coming up from the silver market, just for you guys to remember about that as well. All right, so in a few minutes, we'll switch our view to the oil market if there's not much of a move on the gold market. But again, if you guys wanted to get premium trades with us together on the gold market, on the silver market, you guys don't forget to check out the link on my profile and the video descriptions and get interesting trades idea together with us, and you guys could get all of those for free, guys. All right, so you guys can head up there and check out the link. Alright, so it seems there hasn't been a lot of move. Let me switch our view on the all market, and if there's any changes, I'll be updating you guys for it. And if you guys do notice any changes and I haven't been able to notice that, you guys are welcome to chat me and let me know so that we don't miss out any opportunities together on the live streaming sessions, guys. Alright. So let me switch the view on the all market right now with you guys. Okay. So right now the all market seems has been rebounding, and I think that's a good sign because overall we have hit the support again, as you guys can actually see, and could be some good chances appearing on the market. After hitting the support, prices break out. Potentially prices could go higher again. So possibly prices could be hitting back towards maximum based on the chart patterns. Hitting $68.30 area. So you guys can actually consider the trades here, especially after prices has been consolidating. Good chances for that to happen, guys, on the market. And if you guys notice here, yesterday we have been making very, very good trades right at our very same price target. So this could be the price rebound, probably, but I'll be waiting as the tendency for prices right now is still heading lower. I won't be risking to try to do the trades, especially with the current conditions. It's still trending lower over the past few days on the market. But yes, the tendency is going stronger for today. Possibly it will happen. But for today, my view is with the tendency still bearish, guys. So I won't be risking to do any uncertain moves on the market. But again, the market movement today has been really good, building up very good concentrations to go higher. But again, the price movement since yesterday, we've already been seeing that prices has relatively stagnant and pushing down, going lower on the market. So I think this is considered a healthy healthy rebound movement, and we are likely to see that market will be ranging between $67 towards $68 for tonight, guys. All right, that could be the best case scenario based on what we have been seeing so far. Okay, so let me return to the gold market because I think something will be happening there right now. Okay, so it seems that prices are still trying to break higher, and good chances maybe near our end of live streaming sessions to actually start to see some movement happening on the market, guys. So again, we'll be watching closely, try to see out if there's any changes in the market, and hopefully we don't miss out on the chances. And again, if you guys are interested to get what are the possible market movement that could be happening, I'll be keeping you guys updated on the most recent events from the US tariff side, Trump's comments on the Federal Reserve, and again, any updates happening on the Russia side as well. Okay. And if you guys are interested to join me on my VIP live sessions, click on the link on my profile or the video descriptions and join me there. That's all right. That's the only way you guys could get this insights on the market with me together. Okay, so let us back here. So it seems that prices has hit today's high at 3348.9, but prices has been slowing back again. Seems that there's a strong resistance right there. And again, I've been telling you guys about it, and that's why I've been rather careful and try to see out how this plays out. And again, if prices broke higher 3348.5, and I think this could be the moment that we have been waiting for, we could actually start to see that prices will be moving much better from here. Meanwhile, silver market has hit the high but slowed down, so probably could be much slower on this market, guys. All right. Potentially, gold price movement could be much lower in terms of risk, and again, prices once break higher than resistance could actually move in a different range for today. So let us see. Again, I'll be a little bit cautious again if the momentum isn't continuing. I prefer to wait for the next candlestick if prices couldn't stay above 3348.5, guys. All right. Okay, so it seems the prices has already been going higher. We are getting the confirmations. Enter the trades right now, guys, if you guys have been waiting for it. If it starts to slow down, take some profit first. Definitely this is not a good sign, especially after hitting the highs. Prices start to slow down. Take some profits first and try to find a better entry point if prices continues to stay weakened, guys, because this kind of idea is not really a good sign on the market, guys. Secure your positions and try to find a better entry point, especially with this kind of weakness of this kind of candlestick, guys. Okay. And if you guys have been securing some of profits and some positions, you guys could keep holding half of it. So in case that prices drop below 3348, you will be breaking even, guys. All right. Because the market movement right now isn't really looking well for now. Okay, you guys could see momentum isn't continuing. So if you guys cut some of the losses here, I'm sure you guys could still make little profits, even though it's not much. But I think safe is much better for now, guys, because prices have still been hitting the resistance right there. Okay. So far, the market movement has been relatively slow, and you gotta be patient. And I think the momentum could be coming right after our live streaming sessions. And so I'll be just updating you guys what you could be expecting. All right. So silver market movement is much better. I would suggest you guys would try to enter your positions here, as we haven't been able to look here on the market. So long positions pretty well on this current prices as well, as prices has already been breaking out the high and the price momentum is really well. Seems like prices continue to go higher. So maybe your chances for much more explosive move could come from the silver market. And meanwhile, the oil market, I'm not really looking much yet. But again, I've been expecting to say yes, there could be a possible rebound, but my view has been relatively bearish for today. So I'll be expecting that it will be much limited, maybe until 68, $68.10. Prices should be slowing down afterwards. So we'll see how that goes. Prices has been strongly going higher around these hours without a lot of great sentiments or news. So I think that is a pretty good sign on the market. And if there's any updates, I'll let you guys know on my VIP live sessions tonight, because on there, I'll be discussing more ideas about what is happening on tariff, what are the possible Federal Reserve scenarios, and also Russia updates with you guys also. All right. So if you guys are interested to get this insights on the market, you guys are welcome to join me on my VIP live sessions, and you guys could get access on it through the link on my profile, my video descriptions. Click on it and ask for access to my VIP live sessions. All right, so let me give you guys a little bit of an update what you guys could be expecting for the market after my live streaming sessions. And if you guys don't join me on my VIP live sessions, for now, based on the current price actions, we are actually quite optimistic to see that prices could be rebounding on the oil market, maybe heading towards $68.20. So be prepared for it. It's not much, but it's still there. And next, on the gold market, it seems that prices has been relatively slow. I'll be expecting to see that market will be hovering around 3340, 3348, and maybe we could be seeing that prices will be going up higher on later hours on the market. So it's going to take time. It's not going to happen immediately, but there are chances for that to happen again. But again, I think the best momentum could appear on the silver market, and I hope you guys don't miss out on chances as prices continues to go higher on this market. Meanwhile, the currency strength charts, it seems that the GBP USD trade and the US dollar Japanese yen trade could still have been going well based on what we have been seeing right there. Here, US dollar Japanese yen has been trending higher, GBP USD has been trending lower. So I'm expecting that if you guys have already been making some good trades, it should have been in a profit right now, guys, as we've already been recommending it since the early part of the live streaming sessions. So if you guys don't want to miss it out, don't forget to follow and subscribe so you guys don't miss out on these chances that we have been sharing earlier on our live streaming sessions just half an hour ago. And again, I think if you guys are interested to get more ideas about how we do trade on the market, we also do have made some premium trades on silver and has already been making hit our first profit target as well. So if you guys don't want to miss it out on that, you guys could click on the link on my video profile or my video descriptions and click on it and join our premium trades and make some good trades together with us. See you guys on my VIP live sessions. If not, see you guys next week. Have a wonderful week.